I was so depressed that my self-esteem was very low. My self-esteem was so low that even my imaginary girlfriend was fat and ugly. I actually contemplated suicide. I sent my suicide letter to my dad. He corrected it and sent it back to me. Last week, my girlfriend broke up with me. She didn't even have the courtesy to tell me that we are over. All she did was post on my Facebook wall, finally single. Both my parents liked it. I confronted her, I asked her why she broke up with me. She said that she was cheating on me with my best friend. Apparently, my best friend has more imagination than me. I come from a Tamil Brahmin household, so everything that can go wrong went wrong. Tamilians are so single, when we go on Tinder, we find other Tamil men. The only cards I get, nature cards. Like, I'm so single, I did a show recently, I got 89 friend requests after the show. All from guys. There was a guy who sent me a friend request, his profile name was Jagdish, enjoying life. I accepted it. It's sad, man. Tamilians, we get a lot of things. We get politics, we get science, we get economics. We don't get girls. Like, we are the last rung when it comes to dating hierarchy. This is why every Tamil guy hangs out with the Malayali best friend. Because if I'm single, you are more single. Some guys are intimidated by hot girls. I'm intimidated by girls in general. Sometimes feminine guys. See, girls, they don't need to take in the effort and put me in the friend zone. To chill, ma, to light neka. I put myself in the friend zone. Because when you're approaching a girl, you be suave, you be dashing. Hey, how are you? I'm like, hey, macha, full late, I became fat. When girls use phrases like macha, dude, bro, I get agitated. One thing we have, that also you take off. Last week, this one girl, she tagged me on Facebook on this one post. We always have this one friend who we talk to every day, but who isn't our lover. That's when it hit me. I am so deep into the friend zone, sometimes girls think I'm their cousin brother. Like last week, I asked a girl out, and because I'm a pussy, I didn't ask her out. What I did is I posed her a question. Hypothetically, in a hypothetical word, if I ask you out, what will you say? She was like, no. She didn't say no, she was like, no. I got rejected in hypothetical word. I met this one Bengali chick. Bengali chicks are weird. I just met her and she was like, Shyam, what is your sun sign? I'm like, I'm Cancer. Oh, I'm Leo. You know, according to numerology, Leo and Cancer can never be friends. That was the most subtle way a girl asked me to fuck off. Men, why are you feeling bad, bro? It's all right. She asked me to fuck off. You can try. You're like, nah. Men use heavy cheesy lines to flirt with women. Heavy cheesy lines like, you look like the ocean. You have both reality and mystery. What are you, fisherman? Like, why are you doing this? Like, I think women are intellectual beings. I think they're above cheesy lines. And then the cheesy line works and the guy gets laid. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not like I didn't try. I also tried. I sent this one SMS to a girl. Roses are red, violets are blue. I am typing this text. Hello, how are you? I got blocked in SMS. I don't know how to get blocked in SMS. Also, never be the mutual friend in a relationship. Never be the mutual friend. Because you get bullshit from the guy. You get bullshit from the girl. You have to analyze that bullshit because you're fruity. You have no work. See, it's great if the relationship works. It gets ugly if it doesn't work. Because he will break up with you, she will break up with you, and you'll be like, it's not even the relationship. Girls, they always want to be dominant in the conversation. They always want to have the power in the relationship. So they make sure that you put in the effort. For this, they have this one magical word. It's called H followed by 4x. When they use this word, you ask questions. Kya tere face ka kuch problem kya? What happened? Pimples? All was shit now. Girls are hypocrites, man. Accept it, life will be better. Like, some rules do not apply to them, apply to you. Like, it's okay for them to flirt with other guys, you should not even talk at other women. It's okay for them to read your message, you should not even touch their phone. Basically, it's like playing Monopoly at your friend's place and it's distributing the money. 500 for you, 500 for you, 1000 for me because my bird. I recently learned certain things about relationships, like you need Like you need the bike, a car, a scooter, or at least a lorry, because without proximity there is no possibility. Then you need money. I'm being very specific. Guys need money because social dogma dictates that guy needs to pay, and there's a reason for it. Generally, guys have little to no option. Girls have the whole human population. It's supply-demand ratio. The demand is so high, sometimes other girls sit on other girls. That's why you need to pay. It's just... Back in engineering, I had this one friend who was in a very one-sided relationship. His side. Like it was so one-sided, the girl did not know he existed. But he tried everything in his domain to woo her. He frequented the same shack she did. He bought the same SIM card that she did, hoping that she would call him. But she was so above his league. She was so above his league. He was the iPhone, he was BSNL landline. Then one day he found out that she has a boyfriend and he went into depression. He started drinking. But he didn't like the taste of beer, so he got drunk over breezers. So this affected his performance. Not in bed, but in exams. Maybe in bed also, we are not that close. So he failed in not one subject, not two subjects, not three subjects, he failed in maths. And for the non-engineers, you never fail in maths. Like if you fail in maths, you'll never clear it for the rest of your life. Maths is the black in the black hole. So he got super anxious, not because he failed in maths, but because he knew that his father would beat him up. Because his father was against love stories. Like in a cinema, if a villain kidnaps the heroine, you will boo, right? His father will cheer. So he tried to commit suicide. Emphasis on the try. Like if you want to commit suicide, you won't half-ass it. You will go the extra mile. You won't take a blade, scratch yourself. You won't scratch. You won't do that. So he tried to commit suicide by drinking phenyl from a bottle cap. Like he took half a bottle cap's worth phenyl and sipped it. And then he admitted himself in the hospital. His friends did not admit him. He admitted himself in the hospital. The doctor called it bullshit because the first time he met the doctor, he was like, "Hey, yo, doctor, please help, I drank phenyl, stomach pain." The doctor was like, "Stomach is here."
You like this shit? Be a sweet chap. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And if possible, donate to us.